So let's go ahead and get started. So Google Ads can help your business. We know that people are searching there. When they're ready to know, go, do, or buy. Now I'm going to start right away with the big question that a lot of people have, because of course you want to get the most return on your money. And what about TikTok? What about Instagram? What about doing some advertising there? I hear a lot of people search that way, especially Generation Z or Zillennials, which are the people between Generation Z and Millennials, and even Generation Alpha. Let me give you the lay of the land again. These are generalizations for different generations. People do and may start there to discover different things, but when they're ready for real information, when they're ready to find things out, they go to Google. And yes, I know AI is at work. We've got Perplexity, ChatGPT, Bing GPT, Google Gemini as well. We have all of those in play. You have AI overviews and AI mode that just came out about 3 weeks ago. We know all of that is affecting the search results. They're even showing up in local search. But understand that all of those are pulling from good information, and your ads have a chance to actually be seen even above those. So it's a great opportunity for you. But understand too that there's so many free things in ads. I'm going to show you what you can use for free, how you can maximize and optimize. And I always tell people to get all your Google connections right first before you go to ads, because understand ads are not a silver bullet. A lot of people think they are, but they are not. They can become a huge money pit if you don't know how to do them correctly. So do understand that they are not a silver bullet. They amplify. That's all they do. And if all you have is a hot mess, chaos, and something that people don't understand, and that the search engines, Google and the other search engines, because Google is the gold standard of search engines, so what's good for Google is good for all the other search engines. But do understand that if Google doesn't understand it, then all you're doing is spending money and promoting chaos. All it does is amplify. So we want to make sure we get all of this right. So the benefits of online advertising is you can target. You can geographically target. You can target people who are doing certain things, like let's say somebody just bought a vehicle. Somebody is a mom of two small kids. Somebody, they utilize an iPhone more than an Android. You can get that targeted, and then you can measure the results. And I'm a big fan of measuring the results, because if you're not measuring, you're not marketing. $1 or 1 minute spent that's not lifting that bottom line or getting you closer to your goal is $1 or 1 minute spent too much. So we've got to measure. If we don't measure, then that's where we get into trouble and can spend a lot of money in Google Ads. How do Google Ads work? Well, first it starts with somebody searching, right? They search for it. They may say, "Hey Google," "Hey Alexa." They could type it into, they could type it in. They could also speak it in. They could be using Perplexity, Google Gemini, any of those to find things. And the links that come up will actually be links to a Google search, and Google creates those search results. So advertisers bid for the opportunity. So it's hard to say, what does a Google ad cost? Because it's dependent on, let's say today, that we started searching for dust storm. Let's say, I live in West Texas. Let's say there was a dust storm outside. So all of a sudden, dust storm is a term that people are searching, that a week ago, when it was beautiful, sunshiny, 81 degrees, and there wasn't a cloud in the sky, dust storm was not being searched. But all of a sudden it became relevant right now, because it's what's happening, what people are experiencing. So now, where it might have cost 15 cents if somebody clicked on the words or an ad that said dust storm, protect yourself from the dust storm, it might have been 15 cents last week. All of a sudden it could be $1.50 per click this week, because it's popular. So people are now searching it, and Google sees that it's popular. So of course it's a supply and demand thing, and there's a price to that. Now you see the winners who actually win the bid appear at the top. So you see that ads label at the top, and you see a couple of different ads, right? You would see ads at the top for the ads itself, search ads, and then you also see Google shopping ads, which are through the Google Merchant Center, which is where a lot of people who have products actually in based businesses, they actually showcase that and use Google Merchant Center to be seen, as well as Google Ads. So they use a combination of different things.